Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Lala's World. So I am here with my mum today.
Hi.
Tell them about yourself.
Can I just do something first?
Go on.
Okay. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Sorry, I just had to do that. Right, my name is Johanna, and as LaShawn had said, I am her mother. What are my interests? Is that what you wanted to know?
Yeah, tell them a bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, my interests are art. I do abstract paintings, poetry, and also a little dance also as well. I am a full-time working mother. I am work for the civil service, and that's as much as I can say for now. Right.
Alright guys, so this video is gonna be about me asking my mum about how she felt at the time of finding out that I was pregnant at 18. So let's go. So well, you can tell them what kind of conversations we would have prior to me being pregnant.
Okay, so the conversations that we had were quite friendly conversations. As much as I was LaShawn's mother, I really did try my best to have an open relationship with her where she actually felt comfortable to come and talk to me about anything. So we would talk about day-to-day life and living, school friends, her interest in boys, and I'm sure on the odd occasion LaShawn would say to me, "Mum, no, I'm not interested in boys," but that did not actually deter me from actually talking about boys and having conversations about sex also as well. So it was a very, very open conversations that we used to have on a regular basis. So it was very much of a great shock when I found out that LaShawn was pregnant. I do recall feeling extremely distressed because
You're jumping the gun because I didn't I didn't ask you how you felt just yet.
Right,
but you can
okay.
answer it now. How did you feel?
How did I feel? See, the thing is, LaShawn, you didn't actually come out and talk to me about it. That was the thing. You didn't even tell me that you actually had a boyfriend. So you know, it was all very, very bizarre, to be totally honest with you. And it was quite distressing actually, because for me, growing up in a strict household, I didn't actually put that on you as a teenager. If anything, I actually gave LaShawn the opportunity to go out with her friends, also with education being at the forefront of everything that she done. So study, 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 and then go out and enjoy and see the world. That is what I constantly spoke to you about, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Your education, schooling,
just to
college,
clarify guys, I did
and
complete high school, college, and also started university, right. Just to put it out there.
Yes, she actually did, which was brilliant. Okay, so I am very, very proud of you, LaShawn. Of course I am very proud. My main concerns were that as much as I had actually spoken about sex and the consequences of having sex and putting yourself in that position, I mean, I'm talking from sexual diseases. Well, firstly, actually, are you actually ready to open yourself to having sex? I believe that there is a time for everything in life, and I don't think that it was LaShawn's time to become a mother. We're just being real, and we're just being honest here. Sex also as well, the importance of using protection.
And the emotions.
Protection, we'll talk about it in terms of health, protecting yourself. There are so many, we will get there. There are so many contraceptives out there to be used. I also just wanted to just touch on the emotional side also as well. When you open yourself to having sexual intercourse, it's physical, but it's also emotional also as well. So as I was saying, emotionally also as well, you've got to know what you're actually putting yourself into. In LaShawn's situation, I just think it would have been nice. I know all things happen in life, you know, regardless of what you say, what you do. Everybody has their own individual minds and what they want to do, regardless of what upbringing or what advice and information they've been given. It's really, LaShawn, you basically made your choice.
Yeah.
You know?
And I just want to put out that I know there can sort of be a stigma attached to, you know, maybe young mums not being raised with certain what
I understand. Yeah, I understand what you mean when you see
you sort of think,
teenage.
okay, so where did they come from? And
yes,
I came from a very stable home. You know, I grew up with my mom. You know, my dad was in my life. I would see my dad every other weekend. I had a stepdad also, so I did have a lot of support. You know, I don't feel like you can necessarily say that everybody that is a teen mum comes from a stereotypical dysfunctional background, because that's not the case. And I am educated and I am knowledgeable, so it's you know, some things just happen, and I've gone ahead with my decision to have my child, and I couldn't imagine my life without Josiah now, but I did obviously respect the way my family felt, my mom, my dad felt about the situation. I knew at the time they weren't.
I think, well, at the time, obviously, I mean, if there are any mothers listening, or even fathers, when your teenage child comes to tell you that they're pregnant, of course it's extremely distressing, because you have expectations. We're all human beings, and regardless of what anybody says, we have expectations for our children. So that's not what I expected for my daughter LaShawn, and months went by with me being extremely distressed that, you know, she's no longer at university. How is she going to cope with being a mother? How is she going to cope with being on her own, raising a child? How is she going to get back into doing her study? All these thoughts came to mind, and now at this stage, Josiah is coming up 7 months, and do you know what I can say? I'm not at that stage of being in distress, because there's only so much distress and disappointment that you can actually go through until you can actually look at the blessings. You know, at the end of the day,
Josiah is a blessing.
He's a blessing. LaShawn she hasn't killed anybody. She's actually brought a child into this world, and he is a great joy to us all. I love him dearly. He is the son that I never had. The only thing that I would really say is I would love LaShawn to get back into her uni and studying and getting your life on track in that way, because what I would like to say, Josiah is going to be 7 months coming up now, and LaShawn has really done a great job as a teen mum. She's an excellent mother. She's a loving, devoted mother who runs a home and takes care of her child on her own with the support of his father, and also the support of family and friends. We're all very close to LaShawn. But what I would really like to put out there is, even though you are a teen mum, you've still got to look forward to the future. and there's nothing actually stopping you from going back to university, seeing your career path through, because that is what you're actually going to need for yourself and for your child. And he will also need to actually have role models in his life, and who better to do that than his mummy? Yeah. So that's what I would really like to put out there.
In response to what my mum's saying in terms of like going back to uni, I feel like I'm at a stage where I am figuring out what I want to do, and I refuse to not enjoy what I'm doing in the future. I want to work, and I want to be able to work but feel like I'm not really working. Like, I want to be able to enjoy what I'm doing, and you know, obviously in the meantime, you guys know that I'm working and things like that, but my goal is to actually do things that I enjoy, do things that I'm happy with, and things I want to wake up in the morning to. So that's the kind of example I want to set for Josiah, to actually enjoy what you're doing and not just exist in this world.
Teenagers, remain focused on your studies, see the world and enjoy. Teenage mothers, if you can just focus on your careers, be great parents, see the world also as well. Don't let anything stop you.
Don't forget to
like,
comment and subscribe.
Thank you for watching.
Bye, guys.